Go Bears.
Just fucking evil ass laugh.
Let's see.
Oh, let me open up the doc that you sent me.
Yeah, and it's a rough outline. We skip around, but it's just something to keep our eye on.
Okay.
Let's go. I'm so excited. I can't okay, my favorite tweet so far that I've seen was 10 hours ago. Arsenal fans are on suicide watch, and now the reactions are just going crazy. Like people that are level-headed that I follow were just like crashing the fuck out. It was wild.
Yeah, I'm excited.
We are back though. Arsenal fans, Arsenal 86 fans, what a week. We had a win, we had an injury, and then
another win.
And we had another win. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. It's been probably it's been a while since we felt like this. Like it's been a minute.
Yeah. I mean, as you guys know, I tend to not pay attention to transfer news. But I couldn't ignore today. I could not.
No way.
It was too good, Doc. Like, you get started. I just still like collect myself.
So first, let's talk about our guy Kai. So, okay, it's gonna be a little conspiracy theory, but let's just hang with me. I don't think Kai's knock is as bad as we think it is. But I think Kai needs a statue in front of the Emirates after his playing days because what we're about to pull off is absolutely amazing. Kai goes down with the injury, and then Berta and Arteta can go to the board and say, hey, we need Eze right now. You got to make it happen because we don't have Kai. It's going to be a repeat of last year. So, Kai, you are low-key the MVP, my boy. Like, bro, I'm going to clap you up. Like, I'm so happy that you took one for the team and you're like, hey, I need more help. So I appreciate you, Kai.
I think, especially after this last game too.
Yeah.
With Man U, I think Kai's not used to his big body.
Yeah.
I think he needs to learn how to use it better. He should be out there bodying people.
He should be. He should be.
100%.
He absolutely should be.
But instead he was getting knocked around. But I think it's going to take him a second to get used to that. But with that too, I don't think the injury is going to be that bad.
Yeah, I'm thinking maybe a slight hyperextension. They definitely said that it was no ACL or MCL thing, which that's kind of been haunting us the past few seasons. So I think maybe he'll be out for at the most a month, and we'll be okay.
Yeah, because I tore my MCL, I healed in a month and a half.
Yeah. So I don't think he should be out too long. But I'm sorry, y'all. I can't stop smiling. I've been smiling for the past 4 hours. It's nonstop. This is a great day as for Arsenal Football Club, and it's a great day to be a Gooner. Y'all, we've been waiting for these moments. We have a real negotiator now. It's amazing.
No, really. And like I said in the last episode, the signings that we've been making, are finally happening, and now we understand that it was the money's been there all along. It was just we didn't have someone good or who cared enough,
right,
or just who knew what they were doing. And it shows because I've been really stoked about all these signings. They've all been fucking ace.
That last part I really want to focus on, P. You said someone that knows what they're doing. Edu, he's a club legend. He could come and coming to the doors anytime, right? But at the same time, like, bro, the reason we can't sell people right now is because we have like Zinchenko making like 160K a week. Like, who's gonna pay that? I think Reese Nelson is like maybe on 120 a week. I'm like, what were y'all talking about? So it's nice to have a competent adult in the room again. I just gotta say that. I totally agree with you.
I wish we could just get rid of Zinchenko.
I know. I wish we could. I wish we'd just be like, hey, this didn't work out. Go wherever you want to go, and yeah, peace out. But like, he's comfortable in that salary. Like, he's going to be really picky about where he goes, and we kind of set him up for failure almost because he's like, he's basically like just he's basically sitting at home. He's basically a remote employee making 160K a week. Like, who's going to leave that? You know what I mean? So yeah, we got to tighten up, and I think Berta's doing that. Like, I'm excited about that.
How do you feel about the potential Troussard move? I know that they were saying that he wanted to leave, and I think that's not the case anymore, right?
Yeah, that's not the case anymore. And a lot of people were crashing out about that yesterday, but I think it's mainly because they're like, oh, if Troussard stays, that means we're not going to get Eze. But we're about to discuss that. It's actually a little different than what we thought. But I'm actually good with Troussard. Like, so they're giving him a raise. His contract will still expire in 2027. I mean, he can play that number 9 role. He's explosive off the bench. He creates chaos, and that's something that we need. Like, I would say especially last season, he was our most clinical player, hands down. Like, he shows up in big games, especially in Champions League.
He's been one of our most consistent players. Yeah. And okay, I'm going to say something controversial. And I talked about this. We were talking about this in my footy group chat too. Like, I obviously, like, if you guys were listening last season, like, I love Troussard. I think he is a key player. I think that he's a good, like, off the bench player. If he plays like that, it's not the same. But I think bench players that get brought on are very important, especially as to keep the energy of the match up.
Mm-hmm.
I would not be upset, and this is again because I love this player too.
Mm-hmm.
If we let go of Martinelli
and
kept Troussard.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. Like, here's how I feel about Martinelli, and you can add to this as well, P. Like, I want him to succeed, and sometimes I feel like the pressure at Arsenal is like too much for him. Like, if he went to Serie A in like Italy or like maybe another league, I feel like he could first of all play centrally because we all know he's a striker, right? He shouldn't be on the left side, on the left wing anymore. And I feel like at another club, he could really thrive and grow into what he needs to grow into. Like, because I'm sorry, like, we'll touch on this more in a little bit, but him in the Man United game, like, just running and losing the ball, like, that shit should have died 5 years ago. Like, I need to see a little bit more. I need to see the cutting in, and I need to see a little bit more dynamism, and I don't really see that right now.
And I think what's happening too is like Troussard is a very like legit Brazilian to the core player, and he is like a runner and a striker. When he has plays by himself, just by himself, when no one is involved, right? Like maybe they're making a pass at him, but he's running that ball. Like, that's what he's really, really good at. Yeah. Obviously, they're not going to let him do that at Arsenal. We saw him do it like during Champions League, and it was fucking beautiful.
It was.
But I agree. Like, I think he would do better maybe like in Italy.
I think he could thrive.
Yeah, I agree. And I think we're holding him back. And just like there's players that I'm always gonna love. Like, I love seeing Xhaka again in the Prem.
I love it. He's captain too. Yeah,
I know. Oh, and like for me, I'm always gonna love him no matter what club he's at because he was such an Arsenal person at heart.
Same.
And he had his like redemption arc, and he had his like villain moment, and I'm always going to love him. I feel the same way about Martinelli. I feel the same way even about Tierney. Tierney loved him when he was playing at Arsenal, but that man belonged back at the club he's at now. Facts. That is his club through and through. Doesn't mean I have lost any love for him. There's other players that I don't give a shit about when they left.
Yeah.
You know? And that's that. But Martinelli, I would follow him to the ends of the fucking earth, like I have with Xhaka.
Yeah, I mean, I totally agree with all that, and I just I want him to be in a position where he does have Champions League football. He does, reach the highest levels as well. But I don't know. I just don't see it happening with us, and that's why I'm really optimistic about our team right now, because even with all the new signings, I really feel like, okay, so Havertz is going to be out for a little bit. With all the new signings, all the coverage we have, Martinelli can play centrally. Like, let's have him do that a little bit. Like, especially like you talked about the Champions League, he was cooking in the middle in the Champions League. Oh my gosh,
he was fucking killing it, and I think he becomes self-conscious in like his abilities because he's playing in a position that he's not meant for.
Right. I mean, a lot of people forget, like Thierry Henry, he was a winger at first, and then Arsene Wenger was like, "No, get your ass in the middle. Like you're too dynamic, you're too fast." And I think same thing can happen for Martinelli. So yeah, we gotta. I wish him the best, and as long as, like you said, even if he leaves the club or when he leaves the club, definitely gonna support him. Love Martinelli.
Let's talk about that signing.
Let's do it. Let's talk about this signing. So, okay, first of all, P, where were you when you heard? Like, did someone text you, or did you get an alert, or what happened?
All my group chats started blowing up at the same time, and I had them all muted, and they all started adding me. So I was just like, well, okay, something's happening. Like, clearly I'm working from home today, so I wasn't like looking at my phone because I was doing projects.
Right.
And then I just hear bzz, 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 and I was like, what the fuck? And I looked and I go, wait, and I was like, well, that's like a Fabrizio post. I don't know. I'm iffy about that. And then everyone's just essentially giving me like super live updates, right?
Yeah.
So it comes from like a Fabrizio post, and then once Ornstein posted, I was like, oh baby, we're in.
Yeah.
That's ours.
Yeah. It's that's like almost identical to have happened to me. Like my IG group chat. Me. I was about to post that same thing today. Because we suffered so much, like, to get to this moment, like missed opportunities, certain people we thought we had in the bag, and all of a sudden, actually, no, they're going to Man City or they're going to Liverpool or whatever. And to be in this moment right now where people want to actually join us, like, it's I can't even explain it.
Even like Jokeres, he forced that move.
Yeah.
And now we're having the same thing where people are like, they see the vision, and everyone else is just fucking haters who are like, well, you've come in second. But these players want to join us now because they're like, you're right, they have come in second, but they've been consistently second for the last couple of years. What if I'm the one that helps them get over the edge? What if my signing is that legendary thing that fucking gets them Champions League, like, or the Prem for the season?
Mm-hmm.
Then they get to wear that under their belt
forever. No one can take that away
now. Of course they do.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, it's so funny because last night I was at a bar and this guy was in a Tottenham jersey, and he came up to me and tried to talk to me, and that's the second time that's happened to me.
Yeah.
And I said something like, am I exuding loser energy? Like, why are you?
I love that. Like, why are you talking to me right now, bro?
It's just, God, I can't believe we got that signing.
Yeah. And like, so
especially this time when we're flirting with them, they wanted it so bad.
Yeah, they did. And like I said when we started, people were crashing out on the TO. People were crashing out in my group chat. Like, people were crashing the fuck out last night and this morning. Like, oh my God, I cannot believe Arteta let him go to Tottenham. And people were so disgusted. People posted like how they bought like number 10 Eze jerseys in the third kit option. And they're like, what the fuck am I going to do with this? And blah, blah, blah. And it's like, bro, you can keep that now. You can keep it and wear it. you're an early adopter of Eze at Arsenal. And I found out, like, I saw my group chat blow up, and then also I was just scrolling Twitter, and all of a sudden the Ornstein bomb came up. And I don't know if you feel this way, but like for me, Fabrizio Romano is kind of clickbaity. He's kind of like not a journalist.
We were all talking about that.
Yeah.
Today, like he used to be really reliable. Anytime I would see like a here we go, I'd be like, fuck yeah, it's in.
Yeah.
Now I just think it's like it's just for farming. He's farming content.
Yeah. And I was actually talking to Crunk about this a little earlier today. And actually, no, in our group chat, he said, I think Fabrizio is like the highest grossing user on Twitter. So yeah, he's just an engagement farm. And it was so funny because I saw Ornstein, and then another reliable journalist from the BBC, Sammy Mockball, and then Ben Jacobs. Ben Jacobs came through with the agreement. It was agreed upon in principle. I was like, oh shit, we're in there. We're good. Like the terms are right. And actually, honestly, shout out to Crystal Palace too, because they could have been like, no, you're going to Tottenham. That's our agreement. It doesn't matter. But they were like, you know what? Do what you want to do. That's fine. So I really appreciate them for that.
Which is like, I think it's crazy, especially right now with the Isaac stuff.
Yeah.
That's just fucking blowing up in a way that I didn't think was gonna happen.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I think he was trying to do what Gyökeres was doing anyway, but like, he went about it wrong.
He went about it way wrong, and oh my gosh, Newcastle is like the Northern Tottenham. Like no one wants to join them. It's hilarious to me. So I love that, but I cannot wait. So Victor Gyökeres's announcement video was kind of like rushed, right? Because the whole team was in, I think, Malaysia at the time. He was the only one back in London, so they kind of had like a scattered announcement. This Eze announcement is gonna break fucking Twitter, IG, TikTok, everything. Like it's gonna be so good because he started in our academy, and his story of like being heartbroken about being cut and having to play at QPR and working his way back to the Premier. Like this is like full circle stuff. I don't know if y'all listening believe in manifestation, but I feel like Eze manifested this. I feel like Arsenal was like on his like dream board or some shit. Like he was like, I need to get back there. And
he's looking like Curly and It's Always Sunny with like trying to connect the dots and the
yeah.
I agree. This is a super full circle moment, and honestly, good on Crystal Palace for allowing him to join his boyhood club.
Yeah, they didn't have to.
No. They could have said no. They could have blocked it. They could have told them, sorry, you're going to Tottenham or nothing. I think it hurt his soul.
I think so too.
Like potentially going to Tottenham.
I think so. He was just like, nah, I can't do this. Please, Arsenal. And I feel like that was kind of when things really ramped up. Maybe someone in his camp like reached out to Arsenal like, hey, this is happening. Seriously, like you guys have to do something. He wants to come there.
Yeah.
Like, and I think it was Ben Jacobs. I think he writes for the Guardian Sport. I might be wrong with that, but he's the one that said that actually Arteta and Arteta pitched this project idea in June. So Eze was already on board. So that kind of like, reduced the barrier for entry. They were like, hey, come join us. And then Eze was like, yeah, cool. Just send it over to Crystal Palace. And we kind of just got busy with other things, I feel like, and we just kind of forgot. But then Tottenham swooped in and we're like, oh no, we got to go in now. So he's really excited to be a part of this project. And I just want people to like stop hating on Arteta. Like he can sell a vision. And that's the reason why so many people, the best players in the world, like look at Zubimendi. Like he's an instant ceiling raiser everywhere. He could walk into any team and raise that team's level. Like, and Arteta had that vision to pitch to him. Like, let's give it up for Arteta, man. He's a master recruiter. It's amazing.
No, he really is. I'm really excited, especially after this last week. And starting the season off with a win is always obviously good for morale. But I want to focus on how delusional Manchester United is, and not just their coach, but their fucking fans. Like,
Yes.
everyone's just
Talk
been like,
about it.
Manchester United was like the better team, and blah 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 blah. And what I say to that is that if you were the better team that day, you would have won.
You would have
Point
won.
blank.
You would have won.
Point blank.
And you're at home, and you have your new signings. Come on, you would have won that game.
I'm not saying that we were great.
No,
I'm just saying that we won.
We won, and that's all that matters.
Because that's the fucking banter that Manchester United always gives is it's the winning that matters. It's the fucking plates that matter. Okay, and so now that you're not winning, because you haven't won your last 6 games against us.
Right. It's pretty amazing.
So what is it then? Like, I think we just live in your head rent free.
Yeah, and I'll never forget, even last year, especially 2 years ago, but definitely last year too, United fans like twerk for City. Like, you would never see us cheering on Tottenham. Like, but they were out there twerking like, oh, I hope Arsenal doesn't do it. If anyone had to do it, I hope it's Liverpool or City. I'm like, you guys have no pride. You guys disgust me.
I would never.
Ever.
I would never. Like, just like, no, I would never cheer for Tottenham.
Ever.
Never in my life.
Like, ever.
I don't think I'd ever cheer for a top 6.
No, I wouldn't. Like, off the top of my head, I was like, who would I be like, okay, that's fine. I honestly think when probably Everton, maybe, because they've been like terrible for like years, and I'm like, okay, maybe West Ham. I don't hate West Ham really.
Neither.
Fulham, because ESR is there, and they play kind of fun football, but
Sunderland, now that Jacques is there.
Yeah, Jacques is there.
I would never cheer for a top 6 side. I'd rather fucking shoot myself in the head. You'll never catch me simping, twerking, supporting anything that has to do with Liverpool, Chelsea, Tottenham, Manchester United, Manchester City. Nope. Y'all can eat my fucking ass.
Nope.
Fuck it. Throw in Aston Villa in there too. Fuck them too.
Yeah, I just hate Villa. I just hate them.
Like,
fuck those guys.
I can't do it, and I don't understand how. Even if they're like the players, I'm like, I don't care.
Who cares? Yeah, who cares? We don't care about that.
Look, I always said I had a soft spot for Son. Yeah, but you're never going to catch me cheering for him. I don't want him to win a fucking trophy. Now that he's gone, again, I can fully hate Tottenham to my fullest potential.
Yep.
But even then, again, I'm not worried about them because it's Tottenham.
It's Tottenham, yeah. They don't even like occupy like a molecule of the brain. Like, you don't even think about them and like, oh, we're playing them this week. Okay, cool.
The only time I think about them is when we're doing this podcast, and that's because we have to.
Exactly. No space in this head at all. Like, forget them. I don't care. About them at all. Let's talk a little bit about the game though. So, first of all, for some reason, people were like mad at Odegaard at the end of the game, and I'm like, without Odie like pressing and actually pushing the ball, we had nothing happening. I think Rice might have had that same like kind of bug that Zubimendi had, because he was like gassed 30 minutes in, which is not like him. But Odegaard like was really pushing the ball and pushing the tempo. Yes, there were some balls that could have been played better, but there were a couple times when Odie was pushing the ball into the middle, and then for some reason Saka and Martinelli went to the middle too instead of going out, and Gyökeres couldn't like get up to the front because the middle was too compact. And I was like, that's not on Odie. It's like we forgot to spread out. Like, I don't know what the hell was happening.
No, he was one of the better players on that match.
Yeah, he was. And I'm critical of him. I think he should do more, but like that match, I was like, yeah, okay. He did pretty well. I think he did
not
pretty
so much
well.
In like the first 15-20, but like definitely in the second half.
Yeah. Yeah. He switched on in the second half for sure. And I hope some United fans are listening to this because Zubi had flu, y'all. He had the fucking flu, and he was putting balls over the top of like Delit, and like he was absolutely cooking the midfield, tracking back, covering, intercepting balls with the flu. Like, so we had him like at 60%. We still ran through y'all. Like, y'all should feel like shit. And I love how they didn't make any excuses. That came out later.
I mean, I just really love that Calafiore is the one that made our first goal. He's putting in work, not just like in the face, but like
he's putting in so
he's
much
looking
work.
good. He's looking good on the field after being hurt. You can tell that man was excited to get back in.
He was so excited, and Arteta described him as chaotic at the end of the game, and I think this is perfect description for him because there was one time I thought it was Gyökeres like leading the line. I was like, no, Richie is playing number 9 right now. Like, what is happening right now? But it works out because he's always trying to push the tempo and doing unpredictable things. And there were actually 2 times where he was called offside. And it was so razor thin that they should have actually let the play go because on one of those offsides, I feel like he was onside and we would have scored a goal. But the reffing was a whole nother issue that I actually didn't even plan to discuss today, but they fucking sucked. Like they were like throwing elbows.
The fucking random yellows that we started getting
what
at the
the hell
end
was that?
back, like it was just like boom, 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 boom,
Yeah.
boom. Where the fuck are those coming from? And where the fuck were they earlier?
Right. I think the ref was Simon Hooper. Like he sucks. He's absolutely terrible. Like yuck. But yeah, the refereeing was absolutely shocking. There were some fouls, especially on Havertz in the second half. Actually, one of the fouls that actually has knocked him out for the next few weeks. Nothing was called. It was just like, okay, play on. I'm like, it's just absolutely horrible. So reffing was definitely shocking.
Yeah.
But oh my gosh, Gabby and Saliba just fucking immense at the back, just brick walls. Like you could tell it meant so much for Gabriel too. He's so emotional. And you know, Cunha was talking mad shit. They both play for Brazil, a national team, and you know they're best of friends off the pitch, but they were competing their asses off that pitch. And for Gabby to walk away with the win, I know he felt so good afterwards.
Well, especially again after his injury.
Yeah.
Like I just think all these players that have been injured were just so stoked to be back on the field, and especially when at like away, especially for Manchester United.
Yeah.
It's always hard to win there.
Especially for us.
Yeah.
Like I still have every time we play Man U at Old Trafford, doesn't matter their record, I still have anxiety about playing them there because for some reason it's like when we play Liverpool at Anfield, like we just freeze up like consistently. So if we can walk away with a W at Old Trafford, no matter the record, like I said, I'm elated because like we've been talking about, P, their fans online and offline are just shit. Like they talk so much shit, and it's like you guys suck. And oh my gosh, flopping Bruno Fernandes. He was always flailing on the ground, always getting whistles. I hate that guy so much.
Just looking at his face pisses me off.
Same.
I don't have anything nice to say about him.
Yeah, fuck you, Bruno. I hope you listen to this. Fuck you. You suck. But yeah, I was really happy that we got the win, and we were so defensively sound because in the preseason, and of course it's preseason, y'all, but in the preseason we were like wide open, and it was kind of like alarming. I was like, 2 goals in, 3 goals in, what's happening? But we definitely have tightened up, and it looks like we're back to our old defensive ways, which I'm really happy about.
Yeah, and I'm really excited for the game this weekend. I'll be in Chicago, so I'll be at the Globe Pub watching it with all y'all.
Yes.
It's Leeds, right?
Yeah. Leeds are a good squad.
What's your prediction?
We're at home, so I'm thinking 2-0. I think that's I feel like we're slowly like warming up, so I don't see us like getting like a 3-0 or a 4-0, but I think a solid 2-0 victory. I'd be happy with that. What do you think?
I think it's gonna be 3-1.
Okay.
No, 3-0. Raya was definitely man of the match last game. He was that shit. Like he smacking it left and right and left and right.
He was a cat. Like there was a cross that almost went in, and he didn't even get it with his fingertips. He got it with the palm of his hand, the bottom. And I was like, what? Like, yeah, his reflexes are crazy. He's like a cat.
Yeah. I think we're gonna keep a clean sheet for a while.
Yeah, I see that happening too. Leeds United. I mean, I think they're gonna be decent this year. Maybe the top like 6 to 9. But yeah, I would love to see us put at least 2 or 3 away. I don't want to be on the edge of my seat 90 minutes in when it's being us up 1-0. Like, no, we gotta at least put 2 or 3, make it comfortable.
Yeah, agreed.
But yeah, so y'all, we got Eze coming. Like, I cannot say I'm not doing this moment justice. I just like so happy right now, and I'm just
the
elated.
Kind of person, I can't get excited until I actually see him with the shirt on playing for us on like I do not rate them for us until they're fucking like it's live, baby. Like I just can't, because otherwise it'll drive me crazy. But it has to be that way. So I'm excited to see him play. I think he's gonna fit in with the current squad that we have, especially with the new players. I think it's gonna look really fucking good.
Yeah, I mean the vibes are like way high, like immaculate. Like what I imagine with Eze here, like we can have so much fun with this because, for instance, Zubimendi, he doesn't necessarily have to play every game, right? Like say if we go to Champions League, we could have a double pivot with Odegaard on the right, Eze on the left, and Declan Rice as a holding midfielder. Like I can't. Our attacking midfield would be insane if we set that up that way because we'd be unpredictable. Eze is a lot like Calafiore. Like Calafiore, he likes to just do unpredictable shit. Like he'll be at the 35-yard line, like 35 yards out from the goal, and just let it rip and it goes in. Like we need more of that. We can't do this like horseshoe pass side to side. Eze is a lot more direct. He's honestly like a more developed ESR. ESR is coming into his own at Fulham, where he's like really taking people on and attacking and going straight at them, which is something that we have missed. And I think with Eze, oh my gosh, the potential is limitless. But I am kind of like P, like I need to see the announcement video. I need to see him kicking it around with the fam. I need to see him in the kit, and then I need to see him subbed in, so he can get the applause and everything like that. So I'm so excited though.
Me too.
All right, y'all. Thanks for listening to us, and yeah, we'll be talking about Leeds United next, and hopefully talking about that Eze announcement video. To be a gooner. We are back, y'all. Okay, bye.
Bye.